I'm Ellie back for a brand new video, and today I'm going to be talking about growing from change. Yes, you heard that right. So I haven't made a video for a while. I tried to make this like a few weeks ago. Kind of flunked out of it. So here we are now. We're making it. That's all that matters. This has been set on my heart. Obviously, I just told you for a while now. I just wanted to share it with you all. Okay. So growing from change, that is you can take a lot from that. This in particular, it's not necessarily growing from your old life into your new life. It is in a way, but it's more particularly towards, well, you'll understand as I talk more, but basically, for me, growing from change wasn't mainly based on the going from old life to new life. Sure, that has a flow on this, obviously. As I'm growing in my faith, I grow and learn more, and then I'm growing from there. But growing from change means for me that going from the way to realizing that, okay, he already has the plan. Like, I don't need to plan it anymore. Like, I need to stop planning it all when he already has a plan for me and stuff. More meaning in that direction towards that. But you can still take things away from this, even towards going from old life to new life and other such things, and growing in faith and all that stuff. So yeah. So I'm just going to start off by saying, me personally, I'm a person of, I don't like change. I like some change. Some change is good. But for me, majority of change is bad. Not in all senses, but in most cases, I take it as ooh, no. Like, no, not happening way. Like, I'm not changing like that. Because I used to be a person that had to be on a strict time schedule. Everything had to be, I'm not saying that I'm not still, I kind of still am, kind of not. I'm definitely in the mixed category of it, but I have definitely since then grown a lot from that, and from everything having to be so orderly and having to do things in such a precise way, from preventing something. I'm not sure what I was trying to prevent from, but I was just trying to prevent of something from happening in a way, or like everything just getting messed up and not going my way in a way, kind of thing. Like, it was just something that I definitely have grown from so much, and I've seen so much improvement within myself since then, and I am so happy that I have grown from that, because that was definitely a stressor in my life, and I am since been redeemed from that, and that is no longer something I have to deal with anymore. But sure, do I still like things to be, of course, like orderly, on time and things? Sometimes, yes, I do. But it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, it was more obsessive. More like, if I didn't finish eating this food at this time, my brain would hurt. I would fry, like you plug in a thing and it's fried. Yeah, that was my brain. Okay, I short-circuited in my brain somewhere. Definitely a little short there. It did not take me anywhere good from having everything to be perfect in a way. I would have to do things in a certain order in the mornings. I still do, but I'm not as like focused. Like, if everything's like, okay, if it's not like perfect, it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna stress about it like I used to. Now, depending if I had, let's say that I had like a test or something and I was trying to study for it in the morning, yeah, I might be a little bit stressed then, because I kind of ran out of time to study. But, you know, for the majority part, it's not as bad. Yeah, everything had to be in order. During lunch, freshman year, everything had to be certain. Had to finish eating this food at this time. I couldn't even go to the bathroom, because if I didn't get my food eaten on time, I would go nuts. And then the people that I sat with at my lunch table, they all started staying in our art room during lunchtime, and I only had a couple of people sitting with me then. And sometimes I did have to sit in the room because they were finishing up art, like actually doing artwork and stuff, and that kind of short-circuited a little, but it's okay. I since then adapted to that routine. Slow progression, but definitely have grown from that so much. So basically, that's how it was for me. I would go into further detail, but I think you guys get the idea. That was definitely something that really was a promoter of my anxiety, and also it was a big stressor, and it really became so obsessive to the point where I couldn't even function with daily life like normally, like how I probably should have been. Like, it really messed with me. But good news is I am redeemed from that, and you can be too if you are the same way or such. You can grow and learn from that, and I definitely have, and I hope this video helps you grow and learn from that. So anyways, so I'm gonna read you some verses that helped me during the time, and have definitely been verses that helped me grow and stuff. So we're going to start off with Jeremiah 29:11. So it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not disaster, to give you a future and a hope." This is an NLT version, by the way. So Jeremiah 29:11, as I just said, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not disaster, to give you a future and a hope." So that verse, I have to say, it did help me move on. It did help me move forward, and that was definitely one of the ones that have helped. And obviously God is the main purpose for my reasons of growing from that. But that is one of the words from the word that he spoke to me. So yeah, he already has everything planned out for you. Like, I don't know why we sit here and try to plan out our whole lives when he already has the plan for you. And yeah, it's fun to talk about our futures. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm not saying that at all. Don't do that. I'm just saying, like, don't let it become your main priority of obsessing over that when you just should be present in the moment and present in the now. Obviously, that would make sense, right? Present now. That's exactly what it is. But because he says there are plans for good and not disaster, to give you a future and a hope. So his plans are better than ours. He has bigger things out there than we could ever imagine, and that we could ever have thought for ourselves. We just have to allow it into our lives, and we have to claim it into our lives. And if we aren't really believing, if we aren't taking that verse into account and adapting that into our daily lives and applying it into our lives, how is it going to take effect? I feel like we need to start adapting it into our lives and applying it in there, and then you'll see more. You'll see you overcoming things. And this could also go with growing from old life to new life in a way, because if you were like that and you were like me and you had everything had to be certain, well, there it is certain. He already has it planned out. It's certain in his books, and it's certain in our lives from him. Reading that verse, it's like his promise to us in a way, and it is his promise to us, saying, okay, there are plans for good and not disaster. I have it planned out for you. Like, you're already set. You're already good. You can go. Like, you can get out of here. Go. Like, that's what I taken from that verse, and I hope that helps me explaining that a little bit more and how it helped me. Another verse is Joshua 1:9. "This is my command, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So if we're feeling for a future, or if we're feeling in the moment even, why? When he's with us, it just said that he's with you wherever you go. Like, I know sometimes we can feel in our weakest moments, or we might be in a test and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I'm so stressed. And trust me, I'm there right now. I have 3 tests Monday. I could not be more stressed because these are in my more difficult classes. I'm definitely stressed, but I'm keeping in mind that no matter what happens within them tests, it'll be okay. Like, everything will be okay. Like, what am I stressing for? Like, I don't need to be, like, I know I'm strong with him and me, and like, I just don't need to feel it anymore. And I tell myself that, I hear that, and I know that he literally says it. Like, what am I freaking out for? Next verse is Deuteronomy 31:8, and it says, "Go before you, be with you, and never leave you, nor forsake you. Don't be afraid, don't be discouraged." Oh wait, that was a summary of the verse, by the way. That wasn't the actual verse within itself. The Joshua 1:9 was. I think it was an NLT again. This one is a summary of the verse. Sorry, I wrote down some summaries of the verse because I interpreted it and not interpreted it, but got it from a different version, like ESV or something, and I like wrote it down of the summary of it, since this is a little bit more difficult to understand, but you can always understand it. Just ask God for the wisdom of it, but it's not a requirement. You don't have to, like, whatever version you find best reading in, and are most comfortable reading in, read in that version. Anyways, so look, he goes before you, he'll be with you, never leave you nor forsake you, and don't be afraid and do not be discouraged. So it's right there. And the Lord, He is that will go before thee. He'll be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. So He'll go before us, and He's with us. What? He's already been there, done that, and He's with us through it when we are going through it, when we're in this situation. He'll never leave you nor forsake you, and that's true. Like, He's not going to. He's not. He's right here. He's right here. Like, what are we waiting for? Like, He's already here, and we just need to quit feeling the storm and just face the storm in a way. Like, don't feel it, face it in a way, type thing. Next is Psalms 32:8. Psalms 32:8 says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. He will help us through our ways, and He's guiding us through it. Like, we're not going through it alone, as we already know from some of the previous verses I just read. We're not gonna be alone in the situation. You are never alone. He's always with us. He's always right by your side. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. A couple points on this school year. There have been times when I was like, oh, I just feel so alone right now, because like in some of my classes I don't exactly have my closest friends in there, and then I'm like stuck doing projects or things by myself because everybody else already has a partner, already has their friends on there and stuff. And not saying I'm not friends with the people I am, I don't perhaps be put in a group with them, or perhaps partner with them as such, because they have other partners already, and such type things. And that in that moments, I do have to say that I definitely did feel alone in the moments, and but I knew I wasn't, and I reminded myself I wasn't. I'm like, it's okay. You know what? This is not the worst thing that could ever happen. Like, don't be discouraged in that moment. I just need to keep looking forward, type thing. Next verse is Hebrews 13:8. Oh, by the way, the Psalms 32:8 was in KJV. The Hebrews 13:8 is also going to be in KJV as well. So it says, Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever. It's right there. If He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, why are we trying to, the verses I read previously, why are we trying to act like them don't matter? That, okay, He said that He's going to be with us. If He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, why do we not think that He's still with us? Why do we not think that we're not alone anymore? Like, that we're alone now? Like, why do we think that when, if He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, why are we still thinking that? Like, He's done it before, He'll do it again. That's just my one question. Like, why do we not think that He's going to be with us and that we're going to be alone when He's already promised to us that we're not? Next verse is James 1:17. 1:17 says, this KJV, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of time. Which, that means, here's my little summary I wrote down. It says, good gift from God, from down above, and from a never-changing Father. So, gifts, you can call them blessings, in a way. He sends them down, okay? It's like His promises, okay? Like, He promises this. Okay, He promised us for the earth to never flood again. Okay. And it's from a never-changing Father, from the never-changing God. Why do we, as the previous verse I just read, Hebrews 13:8, saying yesterday, today, and forever, why do we think that He's changing if He's a never-changing Father? And it says it right in the scripture. Back to the thing I just said with the previous verse. Why do we think He's not going to fulfill His promises to us if He's never changing, if He's the same yesterday, today, and forever? And my last and final verse to you will be Philippians 4:6-8. I love Philippians and Ephesians. And I pretty much love it all. So Philippians 4:6-8 says, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, and let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. So, even though He already knows our wants and our needs, and He knows everything, but I think that we should still always, like, say it. I think we should still say it to him. And it says, like, and let your request be made known unto God. I think we should still let him know, and we should, and it says, like, supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be known unto God. Yeah. So I think that we should still speak to him and talk to him about the things. He knows it, but I think we should still speak it to him and stuff. And when we do, the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. And we should always pray and never worry, basically, in a way. And we shouldn't, like, we don't need to fear it anymore. When we can pray to him and he'll answer our prayers, and we know our prayers are answerable and that he will answer them, even if it's not an immediate answer or the answer that we thought we was gonna get. It's still an answered prayer. Now I'll tell you, last night I prayed and I was so stressed about all these tests and all this stuff coming up, and stupid grades and all this other such stuff that literally has no meaning right now, besides God's meaning. I was so stressed about that, and I was like, God, okay, just give me the rest I need, give me the peace I need, bring it all onto me, Lord, and I know that you'll provide it because it's in your promise, Lord. And I prayed that, and little did I know, I had a peaceful night. I slept all night. I woke up to my mom and sister talking because my power went out last night because it was a really bad storm, which I guess everybody woke up for, and I didn't because I was nicely sleeping with the prayer request that I asked for. I slept so well, and then we ended up having a 2-hour delay because power issues at the school. If I could not be more blessedly excited, I don't know what else I could be, because that's what I was in that moment. I was very excited and I felt so blessed, and I was like, you know what, awesome God. So that was amazing, and I can tell you countless times again when he gave me the rest that I needed. And when you are growing from change and stuff, and whether it's from old life to new life or from the situation I have dealt with growing from change and stuff, I want you to know that our prayers unto him, they're answered, and he'll give us the rest that we need in them situations. And you just have to ask for it, but you also have to be obedient to his word and stuff and such. And yeah, so basically that's all I got for you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below video ideas you have for me, and don't forget to turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles!